Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team here on the PS5 with Brabham Racing. Tonight it's round 10 of our Season 4. We are heading to the circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. And we have 2 days to go until the Grand Prix itself. Weather is going to be good. Bit of sun and poking out behind the clouds on Friday and Sunday. A little bit cloudier and cooler on the Saturday for qualifying, which is good because we want to keep the tyres in as good condition as we can. So that will help with that slightly. Cars are in pretty good shape. We don't have an absolute killer car that's miles ahead of everybody else, according to the table, but we are still very quick, and we have two exceptional drivers who are absolutely battering people at the moment in machinery that potentially doesn't quite deserve to be as far ahead as it is. So we are certainly having a good time. As you can see, our drivers both very, very enthusiastic right now. Oscar's boosted stats looking lovely as always. Kimi's are also incredibly high. Not a single stat in the 80s for Antonelli, just the one for Oscar, which is 88, but he also has 4 stats at 100 to compensate for that. And they're still having great development rates as well. Oscar's still in the high development rate, Antonelli in the very high rate. So the potential for these two is huge. These two could easily become the best two in the world. We've got a 91 overall rating now for Oscar. Let's see how he actually stacks up in the rankings. He is now rated the top driver, just above Max Verstappen, who is having a bit of a resurgence this season at Williams. Charles Leclerc currently third-rated driver. George, our former driver, who we booted to make way for Antonelli, is currently ranked 4th overall, but no longer has a seat for the rest of this season, unless someone picks him up in the summer, which isn't likely, but it's not impossible. Then it's Lando, then it's Kimi Antonelli there, and then we've got Pourchaire, Ocon, Sainz, Tsunoda, Hamilton, down to an 84 overall in free agency. I don't think he's announced his retirement yet. Oh, no, he has. He's announced his retirement. So Hamilton is leaving the market at the end of this season. So he will not be able to be signed now by any team. So we have seen the end of Lewis, a pretty poor second season at Ferrari after a promising first season. Will be his final year, unfortunately for him. Stroll is behind Hamilton, and then it's Gasly, Behrman, Bottas down to an 82 overall. At 37, he's probably not too far away from retiring. Alonso already has retired. Then we've got Lawson, Victor Martin, Zhou, Perez down to an 80 overall. Fuji ahead of Sargent, then Freddie Vesti, Danny Ricciardo down to 79 overall. Can't be long now until he retires. He is still open to negotiation, so he is hoping to drive next year for whoever he's going to drive for. He is out of contract with Mercedes at the end of this year, so we might not see him on the grid anyway. Then we've got Paul O'Hara and Gabriele Mini, who is someone that I'm looking to hire when I go to Ferrari, hopefully. Zay Maloney, Iwasa, Almeida, Bortoletto down all the way down here with a 76 overall. Colapinto still all the way down here with a 73 overall. So, yeah, that's kind of the driver market at the moment. We're starting to lose some of the established talent. They're starting to age out. We've already lost Alonso. Now we're losing Hamilton at the end of the year. We're not far away from losing Perez, Bottas, Ricciardo. Be interesting to see if they can stick around for one more season. How you doing, Army? How you doing, Wally? Good to see you. Let's get ready for tonight's race. Go to the inbox. Strategy prep. Set our race targets. 13th for Oscar. 16th for Kimi. Again, we should absolutely demolish those targets. And let's go to Spain.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya is familiar to every driver, with F1 and Junior Series often racing and testing here. It's a proving ground for aerodynamics, so many new car parts are brought to Barcelona to see how they can handle the track. In the last round, we saw the perfect blending of strategy and performance lead to a well-earned win. But can they pull it off again here? Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
So this is definitely one of the higher downforce circuits, given its nature, its characteristics. There are a couple of high-speed sections, but it's generally needing to have the grip to get through the corners quickly. So we are going to set the cars up accordingly. Let's give the rookies a run out, given that it's going to be a dry weekend. Let's put Jack in for Oscar, and let's put Abby in for Kimi. We'll put them on the softs in this session, I think. And let's go with 24 laps of fuel. Will that be enough? Let's go 25 laps. If actually, no, it's our rookies. We want to make sure they get enough time to get up to 100% for the session. So we'll go 28 laps of fuel. Just in case. We will change the pace settings as we always do, and then we'll swap out the engine parts. Still on our first ERS. It has been a few races since we gave our rookies a run, so right, we'll start with Oscar's car, currently piloted by Jack. Let's go with an 8 on the front wing, and we'll go with a 14.5 on the rear. Let's go an 8.2 there. I'm going to bump that up a little bit and bump that up a little bit and leave it at that. We're going to go a little bit more extreme, I think, with Abby's car, with Kimi's car. We'll go with a 10 on the front wing. We'll go with a 14 on the rear. We won't go quite so extreme with the roll bar, but we will push this up a bit more. Right, we are prepped and ready. Let's send them to the track.
Okay, that's a green light.
How you doing, Daniel? I'm doing all right today, Army. Thanks for asking. How are you? Lewis crashed at Ferrari today. Haven't seen that story, but I haven't really been paying attention to my newsfeed today.
Radio check, please.
Copy, radio check.
Yep, that's loud and clear.
Radio check. Loud and clear. No curbs. Copy.
What's one thing I want on the new F1 Manager 25? I want there to be an F1 Manager 25 first and foremost. We still don't even know if the series has been cancelled or not yet.
We're happy to slide this tyre a little bit more, try and get it in the window.
But I'd like to see a driver replacement system put in if a driver maybe gets an injury or picks up too many penalty points and gets a one race ban. So that you can put a rookie in for a race.
Everything okay?
Oh, what a great start. 97% for Jack. Can we achieve something similar for Avi? Very different style setup. Once again, Jack, very quick given the feedback. Very quick.
Tyre temps are still low.
Ooh, 64. Okay, some work needed there then. We're at
A firm up in
86% on the driver's development, so another 5 laps maybe? .96, almost there. There we go.
Surface temperatures currently looking quite low.
Pit lane. Pit lane speed limiter on. Stop in front of the garage.
We will box, just stop on your marks and switch on.
So, we are close. We are very close. I'm going to go with that. Just that one little tweak. See if that does the job. Got some serious work to do on the other car, though. Okay, massively overcooked it on the front wing. Let's drop that down. I'll go to a 14.5. That is going to need to go that way. I don't normally go below an 8. I might have to here. Let's bring the cornering down a bit. Let's try. Convinced. Let's try that. See how that shakes out for Kimi in FP2. Evening, Farah. Thank you for the tuppence. All right, we're almost done with this first session. Just a minute or so to go. Now we get our regular drivers back in. We're going to go with a longer first run because they didn't do any running in the first session. So we'll go with 30 laps.
Sessions should be starting now.
Evening, Dino. Let's see how quickly our drivers settle in. Again, very similar lap times. A little bit of damage for Leclerc. I wonder if that's just some wear and tear. No. That's probably an underfloor then. His front wing looks fine. Yeah, he's probably damaged his underfloor going over the curves at turn 7.
Any feedback?
All right, we made the car worse, but only by a little bit.
Copy that, Oscar.
Let's see if we've improved Antonelli's car in any way. Still no feedback from Kimmy. There it is, 83. So that has improved. Still a little way off though. get him just doing 25 laps. There we go. We'll call him in now. I save the engine temps because they are quite high. Really, the risk of fault's quite high here. Engine temps themselves are actually quite good.
Box. Stop your marks.
Copy that.
Let's go pit lane. Pit lane speed limiter on. And we're stopping on the marks.
Alright, so go the opposite direction. Push that up. Let's try that. Okay, so let's go with the 7.3 then. Push that back to there. I am going to have to bring that down. I'll try that in the next session.
Pit lane.
Stop on the marks and switch off.
Custom team on easy difficulty. Yeah, because you can cherry pick, you know, what engine, what drivers, what engineers. You can build a super team. You can pump everything up to maximum as well. Well, I say at maximum. You can go as high as you can. You know, level 3 on some buildings, but with the right staff, the right training routine for your pit crew to win the DHL competition. And with easy difficulty, yeah, you should be able to do it in the season, I think. The other alternative is just to go with Red Bull. You'll already have pretty much everything in place that you'll need to have in place. Best staff, best driver, best car. Oh, of course, yeah, you need to do a custom team. If you're trying to do it in just one run, one single season, then yeah. Alright, final practice session.
Green light.
I don't think I've even loaded the PS4 version yet. Don't even know if I've even got it downloaded on my hard drive.
Copy.
Sounds like somebody outside's got an angle grinder going. Does Antonelli qualify for the youngest driver trophy? He does, but you can't sign him in the first season because he doesn't have a super license. Won't have a super license till early second season. So Teo would qualify, but then you would need to not have Max or deliberately sandbag Max.
Just give us a balance check. Copy that.
I mean, Vettel has the record at 23 and a half years. Not sure the exact day count, but yeah, has to be younger than 23 for Vettel.
Oscar,
Vettel set the record at about 23 and a half years old. I'm not sure exactly how many days it was, but
okay, understood.
I would imagine that would still track. So if you beat him by like 5 days, maybe, I think you would be okay. But it does limit your choices if you're trying to do it in just one single season. Bortoletto was recommended on the forums. I wouldn't. Behrman and Pourchaire would be better shouts. Bortoletto isn't that highly rated in this game. Nor is Colapinto. People who've used him might well have been using database editor. There is another way you can do it though. You can just hire a custom driver and just put it up to a 5-star custom driver and hire an 18-year-old superstar who's got like a 90 overall rating. Don't have to hire a genuine driver. Evening, Kevin. Well, we improved Oscar, but we have not improved Kimi. Where did we go wrong? Oh, okay, so that is a 9-1 then. Not sure which way to go on this now. Probably that. It'll be a blind run. Yeah, I did Aston Martin for F1 Manager 23. That was our final challenge mode that we did. And that is practice done. So, roll on quali.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Teams often bring upgrades to Barcelona, so the qualifying order could be a little shaken up. Cars need to be well balanced in both high and low speed corners to set a good lap here.
Let's talk about Mercedes for a moment, Karun. Where's their driver going to be at right now?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Okay, so we'll put the better parts back in. We are ready to hit the track.
Green light. Wake up those rear brakes.
Copy.
Ferrari going to be the third car to cross the line, which will be the highest they will ever get in qualifying. It'll be downhill from there. Wow, it's going to be such a big task to resurrect them next year.
Good gap in front.
So Oscar, happy to open a lap.
Track is all clear. Good to go.
All right, 22.1 for Oscar in the first sector. Mercedes gets out of Kimi's way. Also a 22.1, 700 slower. Second split coming up down here. And Kimi's lost about a tenth and a half in the middle sector.
Delta negative
Actually goes slightly quicker in the final sector, so the gap is just under 2/10. Not bad.
So we need to get that delta negative.
Is that Max coming out? It is. Leclerc is on an out lap as well. Oh, he's just leaving the garage. Let's see how slow Mori is compared to us. Yeah, that's not too bad. 1.25 seconds off the pace. A Ferrari starting to improve. Will a custom team exist? Yes, they will. They will continue in whatever guise that you've left them. Same sponsors, same... Well, it depends. I know when the game first came out, people were leaving their custom team or getting fired. Then the car would appear the following season without sponsors. But I think that's because people were just going with automatic sponsor placement. And with no sponsors signed, there would be no new sponsors going on the car. If you deliberately manually go in and place sponsors rather than letting it do it automatically, then they do carry across. I did a test of that at the end of last season to see whether or not if I left the team, the car would stay the same for the new season, and it did. So, yeah, this team would continue, but obviously we're going to quote unquote sell the team to Cadillac. So it'll be rebranded with Cadillac next season as Cadillac instead of Brabham. I'll swap the emblem out so it's the Cadillac emblem, and I've already got the logo. The livery done. I just need to put manual sponsors on it, and then that'll be the replacement for our team when we move to Ferrari next year. Oh, Leclerc is out. Leclerc is out. What a shock. Did he just not get a clean run? His car's not in bad shape, powertrain wise. He must have just got held up. Huge shock. Max is looking very, very quick. Oh, look at that. Those blind changes. 99%. I just misjudged the toe by 1%. Ah, frustrating. Yeah, they will slowly deteriorate. I want to leave the team in as strong a position as I can in terms of condition of facilities, because otherwise they will deteriorate quite quickly.
We want to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Copy.
But the camel will be disappearing at the end of the year.
Oscar. You've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
Will be weird not doing a custom livery for Ferrari next season.
All clear ahead. Good to go.
Oh, we have a yellow flag. Someone locking up in front of Antonelli. Stoffel.
Yellow's here.
Copy.
Oh no, Perez.
Sorry.
Stoffel gets out of the way. Antonelli's gone slightly quicker. 5,000's quicker. Evening, Clark. He's quicker in the middle sector as well. So it'll be first blood to Kimi, it would seem, unless things go horribly wrong in this final sector. Just 4,000's quicker. Very close. Max winds up to start his lap. Maybe gets held up a little bit by Perez.
Here's the
Stroll
replay.
making a mistake.
Now this one involves Stroll. Well, things are okay at this stage. And the car fails to respond. What caused that, I wonder?
Stroll caused that. A lack of talent caused that. I'm hoping I can get through with those times and not have to run again. Looking good so far. I'm going to sit this one out. Max and Norris with identical times. Ocon now goes top. Now Gasly goes top. Whew, Williams, again, a threat. And into the final qualifying session.
Okay, Oscar. So the track will go green now. Warm the tyres where you can.
Copy.
Need a nap. I had a nap earlier. I slept for a couple of hours from about 3 till 5.
We'll focus on the brakes a bit.
Copy.
Max coming out. This will be an early benchmark test. His tyre's in better shape than us. Not expecting great times with our tyres below 80%. But this is just a banker lap. We'll do a run on the brand new softs towards the end of the session.
Drive straight out, the track will be clear. Let's go. All clear ahead. Yeah, let's go for it.
Potential drama into turn 1 here with the Mercedes. Nope, we will clear the Mercedes before it exits the pits. That's good. I've got to get past Show though. Again, Antonelli's slightly quicker. You know, Victor? Is it the final group game tonight? I thought that was last, the last game was the final group game. Max is going quicker than us, as expected. Yeah, 112.0. It's not great. 111.5 is a bit more like it. Big gap, half a second.
Now we will box end of this lap.
Copy.
I 111.4 for Verstappen. So it's going to be the Williams, Ocon and Norris are going to be the cars to watch out for in this session for us. I'm going to go early.
Yeah. Out lap critical.
Copy.
Obviously there's bunching ahead. You're good to open the lap.
Alright, we'll ride on board with Oscar.
Circuit is all clear ahead now. It's good.
Gonna have a McLaren in the way. Antonelli is again going purple. Antonelli is on fire right now, looking like he's going to take pole position. What can Piastri do? Can he get a mighty final sector? 111.3 just pips Max.
P1.
What can Antonelli do?
After the fuel on the copy.
A 111.1. He lays down a marker there. So it's now down to Max, Gasly, Ocon and Norris. They're the four we need to watch out for. In fact, Norris is on an in-lap, so Norris is blown. Max does not improve. Norris in the pits. Might just about have time to go out again. Whether or not he's got the tyres is another matter. So now it's down to Ocon, I think. Maybe Gasly. And Norris is coming out again. He's just about got time. Where is Gasly? There is Gasly. Oh, and that was the start of his flying lap as well. Having to pull over Porsche. And that's Gasly's lap ruined. Porsche is only 7th.
Speed limiter on. Stop in front of.
So it's Ocon or Norris. That's it. They're the only two now that can threaten us. Evening, Mike.
In the box.
It's a personal best in the first sector, but it's not purple. It's on a new set of tyres as well. So is Norris. No improvement in the middle sector. I think we've got pole. We've probably got the front row. It's all going to be dependent, I think, now on Lando. Ocon might not even improve past Verstappen here. He doesn't. He finds just 100th. So he stays P4. What can Lando do? He's improved in the first sector. He's improved in the middle sector. Past the pit lane, around the final corner, up to the line. And Norris stays 10th, finds a second, but could not string it together. So we've locked out the front row. Max is third, Ocon in fourth, Sargent fifth, Ricciardo sixth, Pourchaire seventh, Zhou in eighth, Gasly ninth. Should have been higher up, but was massively impeded at the start of his lap by Pourchaire. And Norris in 10th. Ocon down in, 16th place? 17th place? 16th. No, 17th. There he is.
The stage is set here in Barcelona. 66 laps around a track that the drivers know inside and out.
Barcelona is a circuit with plenty of history under its belt. It was here, after all, that multiple world champion Max Verstappen secured his very first F1 victory back in 2016.
Barcelona is a tricky circuit to balance. The technical corners demand high downforce, but that means adding stress to tyres and potentially limiting race strategies if teams go too far. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last-minute checks are being made.
All right, strategy time. Let's start on the softs, and then we'll go to the mediums. Might go on to the mediums actually. Just do that. That's actually slower for Antonelli because he's got better tyre wear. All right, there we go. We'll split the strategies slightly. We're going to take 2 laps of fuel out because engine temps could get quite high in the dirty air. Not going to push off the line. And let's send them to the grid for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. You and I won't be the only ones keeping an eye on Oscar Piastri, Karun.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. This is it. It's the Spanish Grand Prix.
I'm seeing Ocon on the softs.
Away we go.
There's Max. I mean, I could yet switch Piastri's strategy and put him on the soft in the second stint as well. Max is going to get ahead potentially through this opening couple of corners, and he has done. Zhou, the only driver starting on hards. Everyone else mainly on softs. A couple of other drivers on the mediums. Pourchaire, Stroll, Leclerc in 17th is on mediums. Lawson, the 2 Ferraris. But a lot of soft runners in this first stint. If we can control the pace early on and hamper some of these soft runners as Ocon's lining us up and just puts that extra grip to work. But if we can at least control the pace or stay with the soft runners as their tyres start to degrade quicker than ours,
And we don't want to lose too much
we should
time.
be in a very strong position towards the end of this stint. Look at the state of Ocon's tyres already. He's starting on scrubs.
DRS has been enabled.
Max is going to try and make the move into turn one.
Verstappen car behind.
And Antonelli says no, not going to happen. And Oscar's already dropping off the back. We're going to have to. He's been swamped.
Overtake. Copy.
Sargent got past him. Sargent's in P4.
Plenty of opportunities.
Max has got through. That's going to give us the DRS.
It's just a lot of confidence.
Keep your head down. Recharge button on.
Yeah. Copy.
Oh, did we miss the DRS? We did, just missed it. That's a shame.
So Sargent behind.
Do not want to be overtaken by Logan Sargent
Is available.
again.
Copy.
Use overtake.
Yeah. Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy. Copy.
He's going to get us anyway. Oh, my word.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Those soft tyres really are giving some very good grip
Behind
to competition right now. And he's already dropped us. He sets the fastest lap. Where's this pace from Logan Sargent come from? Of all the drivers.
Overtake will be available.
Copy.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Gasly pumping that Williams up there on those softs as well. He should have maybe started on the softs. And there goes Gasly.
Copy.
Pack is low.
Yeah.
Reminder for recharge.
Copy.
Rough start. But the field has closed back up again. And this is where our dirty air performance should hold us in good stead. We should be able to stay with them while we're charging. I hope. As Piastri has a little cheeky look on Antonelli there. And gets the move done.
Recharge on.
And there's Porsche sniffing around as well.
Use overtake. Copy.
And overtake is available.
And we've been dropped again. Stayed in harvest a little bit too long there.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Captain America indeed. He's on the podium right now.
We can have recharge on now.
Copy.
So Antonelli's in peak confidence. So's Oscar. That'll help. Not panicking yet. I'm not going to suddenly start sprinting. I'm going to keep our pace under control. Still think we will start to haul them back in. Just got to make sure we don't lose any further positions.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Yeah, copy.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You checked out Madness Part 3 yet? Evening, Harvey.
Recharge on.
The gap is coming back down. It's down to 1.5 seconds. Starting to get the better traction out of the corners now.
Recharge on. Yeah. Copy. Recharge on. Copy.
He has DRS.
And that's Oscar moving back through.
Recharge on.
The Sergeant's leading. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? How is Sergeant leading? As we have just about got back into range. There we go. Lovely stuff. Now we can start looking at moving forward again.
And we're happy with that level of management. Gap 0.8, he has DRS.
Ocon moves back into the lead. Sargent's not giving it up without a fight though.
Time management.
But
Everything's
he
good.
holds the position.
Yeah. Okay.
And we have our first yellow flag. That's a spin for Sainz.
Yellow flag there.
Back underway.
Copy.
Not good for the Spaniard at his home track there. All right, back to R2. McLaren's just about hanging on to us at the moment. And 7th and 8th.
Copy that.
And we're going to get aggressive
Use
now.
deployed.
See if we can punch our way through. We're right on board with Kimi. You can see Oscar all over the back of Gasly here. Going to try and dive around the outside into turn 1. Has to back out of it. Maybe we can make a move on the exit of 5. No, we're not the only ones using battery, it would seem. Exit of 9, get the DRS. And that's a slingshot for Antonelli. He moves back up into 5th place.
Very, very difficult.
Oscar's still there. They're side by side. And that's Oscar out of battery.
Okay, recharge on.
And when you can, feedback on your tyres.
And we'll go back into a harvest mode. We don't quite have enough raw pace to punch through just yet.
I am trying.
Use overtake.
Ocon's tyres really starting to struggle now. I was hoping we could have punched our way through towards the front by now.
And recharge on.
Make sure we get the pack back.
We have an 8-car breakaway. A little gap opened up to Ricciardo in 9th.
Copy that.
Keep your head down.
Copy. Copy.
Your recharge on is good.
Oscar might have just lost, yeah, he's lost the DRS.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Remember, recharge.
Copy.
Don't want to get past him too quickly here, or else he's going to leave him vulnerable to Norris and potentially even Porsche as well. That's why we're in harvest with Antonelli. He'll get the move done into turn 1. Piastri forced just a little wide. That has left a little gap. Norris tucks in. I need Antonelli to start picking his pace up. Really don't want to burn the battery to do it. I'm hoping I can just close up in the corners. Gap's coming down very quickly. Max is making a breakaway from Ocon at the front. He's opened up a gap of 1.5 seconds. Ocon's struggling really badly, and Van Dorn, I think, has broken his underfloor.
Recharge on.
And overtake is available.
Sargent moves through into second place. Temporarily, Ocon takes it back, but his tyres are hanging on by a thread now. Sargent has the inside line through turn 3. Gasly might try and jump through as well. And look at the gap. Max has opened up. We need to get through now. We need to get through quickly.
Recharge on.
We're going to go for it on the main straight. See if we can get the move done into turn 1.
Use the overtake button.
Is Ocon going to peel into the pits? He stays out another lap. Tyres down to 33%. He might run him past that threshold. Stroll is into the pits. Our first stop of the day. Soft tyres for him. Maury's in for the Ferrari as well. He was on mediums, so that's not a good sign. Only getting 15 laps out of those tyres. Oscar's made his way past Sargent. We missed that. We'll see a replay in a second.
Car ahead is Ocon.
Right then, we can take a look now.
As Antonelli
Now
does the
there's
same.
The car of Piastri. The opportunity begging to be taken. And Oscar Piastri climbs higher.
Antonelli is now through as well. So it's one of the cars dispatched. We're all over Ocon here.
So this is currently P5. Next go, Piastri. Gap ahead 1.4.
And recharge.
And Ocon dives
Recharge
into
off.
the pits.
Ocon has
So now we're chasing after Gasly. Decent
recharge
stop.
on is good.
We have overtake available.
Starting to see a lot of movement now. Ocon is down in 16th place after that stop.
Overtake available. So happy to drop a little bit of management.
I want to try and drop Norris through this final sequence here if we can. There we go. That's Norris dropped. Can we get the double pass done? Ooh, that was risky. Nearly backfired horribly there. Piastri having to back out of it. Kimi's through.
Verstappen just ahead of yourself. Gap ahead 1.5.
Okay, so we just need to get into that management.
Pack is low.
Everybody recharge on.
And now Logan Sargent dives into the pits, still currently holds the fastest lap, although that will change as the race progresses and the cars get quicker and lighter. Yuki Tsunoda coming in as well. Hard tyres for Logan. Decent stop. Antonelli's into the lead. Not a great stop for Tsunoda, whose car briefly was on its side there, I think, on the replay. Just watching it back on the phone now. Yeah, the car was on its side when we got back to it. And the McLarens have caught back up again. Leclerc's back up to 7th, but has yet to stop. His tyres in worse shape than ours. There goes Max Verstappen. Let's just call him Sebastian Vettel for a minute then. So this is a critical stop. See what tyre choice he goes on to. Go mediums. It's a functional stop, but it didn't look particularly quick. Now Oscar's going to break away.
Overtake.
Let's see if I can
Recharge on.
break Piastri away as well.
Sweet.
Copy. You're doing a good job.
1.1.
Gasly's coming in at the end of this lap. Tyres are really starting to struggle now. 27%. They're into puncture territory. He stayed in the DRS, but that's okay because that's kept him away from Norris, so neither of the McLarens will be able to get a slipstream or DRS off the back of Gasly before he dives into the pits. And that will give us a little bit of free air at the front. As in comes Pierre.
Lando's pitting now.
And there we go. We have a nearly 3-second gap back from Piastri to Pourchaire now. Leclerc gets past Norris because Norris is in. Onto the hard tyres. Decent stop for McLaren. Good stop for Gasly, but he's held, waiting for Norris to go through. New fastest lap set for Lance Stroll. And that's really hurt Gasly. He's lost out not only to Norris, but to Sargent as well. This could be Sargent's best ever finish. Ocon and Max scrapping away again. And now I need to make a decision about what I want to do with Oscar's tyres. Do I want to go mediums? Or do I go softs? Porsche into the pits. So Leclerc up to third, but still to stop, same as us. Soft tyres on for Teo. It's not a quick stop. That's Ocon and Verstappen through. Here comes Stroll. There goes Stroll. There's Sargent and Norris. Oh, a bit of clipping issue there, but they both go through as well. So Porsche down to ninth, but ahead of Gasly. So Gasly's really lost out from the round of pit stops so far. Chance to make the move here on Teo. Teo got the DRS, but he's out of range at the moment. Still trying to fire those tyres up to temperature. Can he get the 1 second gap? His teammate's squabbling still with Logan, so yes, he has, and that's kept him alive. Gasly's going to have to settle for 10th for now. New fastest lap for Max Verstappen. Evening, Stroll fan. We are lapping about a second quicker-ish, just under, just over, depending on the driver, to Leclerc, but considerably slower than Max. He took 3.5 seconds out of us on that lap. And Gasly has dispatched both McLarens and Sargent. That Williams really is working well this year. Now, can he get after Stroll? Piastri is closed right upon to Antonelli.
The recharge on is good. Focus on recharge.
Copy.
Copy. The recharge on is good. Copy.
And now Charles Leclerc boxes.
Copy.
He's going for another set of mediums. Where's he going to feed out? Porsche's gone through. Alex Albon is coming through. There's Leclerc. Albon's going to get him. So Leclerc is P11.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Pack is high.
We still need to do some fuel saving. I've just realised we haven't gained that much fuel back, and we're a third of the way through the Grand Prix already. Do that now.
Suggest increased LICO. It's not going to be long now, mate.
Copy.
Recharge off, recharge off.
So we're going to come out quite a way but down the order when we do make our stop, but then we'll be on soft tyres for the rest of the race. Theoretically, that should come through for us. Gasly with a new fastest lap, a 1:16.15, fractionally quicker than Max with a 1:16.18. Yeah, both of those Williams cooking right now.
Copy.
Be careful with the car.
Copy. Copy.
Yeah. We don't need to take any risks.
Yeah, we're giving up quite a lot of lap time at the moment through old tyres and fuel saving. But we need to do it now, so we don't have to do it later.
Doing a good job on tyres currently.
As Ocon throws it up the inside at 5, gets the move done. Max is going to try and come back at him. Oh, that's a great overtake from Max there. Just around the outside at 6 and 7. But he lost the DRS as a result, and Ocon retakes the place. Great little bit of battling there. What am I at? It's at least 7%. I can go one more lap. So we'll go 2 more laps with Antonelli.
Box this lap.
Copy, box.
Right, that's good. Into this tyre management.
Copy.
And Max moves back ahead.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
There, we just saw a flash of Verstappen and Ocon in the background. The gap's now just 7 seconds. We are going to have a lot of work to do on the next set of tyres. One more lap. For Antonelli. Oscar coming in at the end of this lap.
Box, box.
Copy. Box now.
Gasly has been caught by Lando Norris, who moves through into 5th place.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
No harm done.
Surprised our tyres haven't suffered more, if I'm honest. Track temperature at 40 degrees. And that is a fault for one of the Ferraris, Marcel
And as far
Mori.
as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Thanks for that, Crofty. Insightful as always. Gearbox. Having gearbox issues. So into the pits comes Oscar Piastri. The gap now for Antonelli is just 5 seconds. Soft tyres on, a 2.1 stop. It's not bad. Will it be good enough? Norris sets a new fastest lap, a 1:15.9.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
This is P11.
We're at P11 behind Yuki Tsunoda.
0.8.
Car behind is Albon.
Bit of work to do then, indeed.
Flat out.
Yuki hasn't stopped, so... Oh, he has stopped once already. So he's due another stop as Antonelli peels into the pits. Through goes Max and Ocon. Oh, blisteringly quick stop. 1.874. That is our quickest stop of the season, maybe? I think. I don't think we've had a 1.8 yet. It's blisteringly quick, and we've got a yellow flag. Someone's had a spin.
Yellow flags.
Yeah.
So let's
A
take a look
Yumu
at-
Iwasa
Now this was the Sauber. And the rear just lets
drops
go.
it on turn
In the
10.
end, just a helpless passenger.
Currently
Yeah,
P12.
quickest stop of the race by far.
So Piastri next car. Gap 0.3. So Joe's going to be
Piastri's tyres almost up to temperature.
Gap 1 second.
Push that battery now. Dives up the inside at turn 5.
Deep breath.
Straight on the attack against Albon.
Use overtake.
Antonelli makes the move on Tsunoda as well.
Good job.
He's going to give up the DRS.
Albon. Tire temperatures are good. Tire temperatures look good. Overtake.
Oh, and Joe sneaks his way up the inside of Tsunoda there. And completes the move.
Nice.
Good job. Car ahead is Leclerc.
I think you'll be messaging me for pit stop training advice. Well, you've seen me do my pit stop training, you know, enough, surely. Oh, we've got a fault for Charles Leclerc now.
But there. Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
No help from Crofty, as usual. It's a battery issue.
It's just a lot of confidence.
And Joe has managed to get the move done on the main straight.
So it's Tsunoda next car behind.
We'll get that position
Yeah,
back pretty
behind
quickly.
1.4.
Let's take a look at the pit stop times. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's a tenth of a second quicker than the best Ferrari stop, which, again, Ferrari mechanics are excellent. Oscar is currently in the top 10, but will get knocked out, I think, as the next round of stops continues. That's Antonelli through,
Good job. So we're
and then through on Joe again, which means again he's going to give up the DRS. But tyres up to temperature now, we might even be able to break away from Joe before the next detection point.
Good job. So currently P10. Next car Piastri.
2.3 ahead.
Pack is low.
Almost, not quite. But very, very close. Piastri gets a double overtake. Beautiful stuff. He gets past both Leclerc and Stroll. Leclerc gets through on Stroll as well. And we're up to P7. It's a beautiful double overtake there.
Now
See if we get a better
watching
angle.
the action closely
Nope.
here. It's certainly inviting, and I wonder now if they can capitalise on this.
Helicopter shot would have been very nice there. And we've dropped Leclerc already. And we make the move on Stroll. We even push him wide. Joe gets through as well. As Bottas develops an issue.
And that's the gears sixth.
DRS will open. And through he goes. Stroll is into the pits.
Nice job, really nice job.
Pretty solid stop. There we go. P5 with that stop. Joe's all over the back of Leclerc now. We are closing in on the cars in front of us as well. Now it's our turn to have the pace advantage. Still need to do a little bit more fuel saving. Finally get the fastest lap back at 1:15.5. There's a lot more time to find yet. Fastest lap could be a 1:11 towards the end of the race.
Recharge on. More lift and coast.
Let's just charge up a bit, do a little bit of fuel saving, check the tyres while we're rebuilding the battery so that we can sprint past the pair of them. We have so much more grip than both of them right now.
Time management all good so far? Yeah.
We went up the inside, but we got boxed in. Antonelli sees an opportunity. He's going to slipstream his way through. And he gets past Pourchaire as well. Another double overtake.
This is good. Car ahead is Sargent.
Now we can see what happened. They decide to give it a go.
Supreme bravery there from Antonelli.
And that puts them in sixth.
And the fastest lap goes away. It's a 1:15.4 for Yuki Tsunoda.
Right.
Well done, mate.
That Ferrari's getting worse. They're both, once again, a long way off the pace. We have another yellow flag. Someone's spun out.
Single yellow.
Copy.
It is Sainz again. Miserable afternoon for the Spaniard.
Yeah, I did a mistake.
There's still opportunities here.
When both cars slot on through against Logan Sargent, now he can go after Gasly.
Oscar, the pack is good. Good step there.
Charge the pack. And happy to pick up the pushing level.
I was going to suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast. Okay, recharge on is good.
Let's see how quickly we can break away from Sargent. Don't want to use the battery just yet. It doesn't look like we're going to need to either. Again, so much more grip through these couple of corners here. Much better traction.
Yeah, we don't want to
There we
lose
go,
too
we've
much
broken
time.
the DRS. We are back up to 5th and 6th.
At 0.8.
And lapping about 2 seconds a lap quicker than the front two. Got to lap the two Ferraris soon. Max moves back ahead of Ocon.
So we're happy with this level of management.
And the Ferrari moves
So
out of
through
our
next
way.
So gap ahead, 0.4.
But just 2 seconds behind Gasly now. We took about 2 seconds out of him on that lap. Bottas's fault escalates.
Well, the corner exits so
Or was
far
that a
have been
different
well.
fault? That's a different fault, so he might have a problem with his engine as well. Yeah, it's going to be his engine. 26% and falling. We are cruising up to the back of Gasly here.
Gap 0.4.
We might even get the DRS. Ooh, just missed it. Just missed it. That was close though. Antonelli moves back ahead into P5. And we are now right on the gearbox of that Williams. Now it's becoming a scary sight for drivers. A big yellow car filling up their wing mirrors.
So next car is Gasly. Head point 2. Keep your head down.
And they should both get through against Gasly here. Unless Gasly can somehow get the DRS off that Ferrari. I think he might be close enough, actually. That might keep him alive. He gets his DRS. Oh. Antonelli got a little confused, wasn't sure what to do, and he lost a bit of momentum. We'll get him on the next lap. Second stop for Théo Pourchaire. He's gone onto a set of hard tyres. That should take him through to the end of the race. New fastest lap set for Lance Stroll, 1:15.4. Fractionally quicker than his teammate Tsunoda. And Tsunoda's in some clear air. Nice little gap to Perez.
Overtake will be available.
Antonelli gets the move done. Can we get the DRS on Norris? Yes, he's fighting it. Ocon and Max both in. So this is critical.
Use overtake.
Yep.
Medium stop and a pretty quick one as well. Let's see what Max does. Hard tyres for Max. Has to wait to let the Red Bull through. Antonelli's back into the lead, having got past Norris. Piastri's still stuck behind Gasly and Norris. And Oscar's time now down to 9th. Yeah, that was a decent stop for Leclerc, and it wasn't good enough to get him on the board. Max not on the board either.
Very, very difficult.
And they're unlikely to make another stop unless one of them has a problem. Just can't find a way through. And it's just going to give Antonelli the chance to scamper away to win. He has been on fire since his Miami debut. He sets a new fastest lap, 1:15.3. There's still plenty of time to find. We haven't pushed fuel, we haven't pushed tyres. We've only used battery. Can we make the move stick around the outside of turn 3? Oh, it's tight. We're going to maybe around the outside through 4 as well.
Oscar, tyre and plan up.
And now the inside for 5. And now the move is done. And we should get Norris here as well. And immediately swoop on past Norris. There we go.
Well done, Oscar, really good.
Oh, no, we don't. Norris fights us. That's going to give us the DRS then. There we go. Now we'll get the move done comfortably. Antonelli's out of battery, but he's free and clear. He's nearly 6 seconds clear already. That's how much time Oscar lost there. We have a yellow flag on track.
Pack is low. Recharge on.
We have just about dropped Norris and Gasly, and Norris is into the pits, so I don't think Gasly's going to get that DRS. No, he doesn't. Medium tyres for Lando. And that's not a quick stop. That's not going to be troubling the leaderboard. Piastri's already 2 seconds clear of Gasly. Leclerc's up to 4th place. There's Max and Ocon in 7th and 8th. Right behind Zhou. They need to clear him quickly if they want to challenge us for this race win.
Lift off end of straight.
And there's the move from Esteban Ocon. It goes up the inside. So Ocon is through. How quickly can he pull away? Zhou does need to stop soon. Might stop this lap. That's our first defeat in a while. But, you know, weakened team already through. Top of the table. Makes sense to rest some players if you can. Sargent's in for his final stop. He's out on a set of mediums. And he will get out ahead of Valtteri, so he's in 12th place. Max has cleared Zhou. All over the back of Ocon again, but they're now quite a way behind us. That is 20 seconds at the moment, 21 seconds, although we need to stop, they don't. So we will come out behind them. We are going to pump in some explosively quick laps when we do come out of the pits. Going to make that fastest lap very secure. I think we're watching the battle for the 3rd step on the podium here between these two. I think by the time we come out, we'll have more than enough pace to catch and pass them both.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
And Rasa develops an issue, having just been lapped. So that's 20th down that's been lapped now. Sainz up next. And Antonelli's closing in on him. There is Sainz.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Both both Haas drivers in at the same time. There goes Perez. Decent stop for Lawson. Oh, very good stop for Lawson. He goes 2nd in the pit stop standings. We are still just clinging on to the leaderboard with Oscar, but his next stop would be good if we can get it to a 2-0 or even a sub 2. He's probably going to punch his way past Oscar quite quickly here. Fresh tyres, DRS, we're harvesting and fuel saving. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for him to get through. If he's going to do it on the main straight. Oh, there is Iwasa sneaking through. Bouncing off the limiter. Using his battery, and he is through. And away. Gonna go one more lap with Oscar. 2 more laps with Kimi.
We're boxed this lap. Box.
Gap to Max has come down significantly. It's 15 seconds now.
Blue flags.
But we're getting the batteries full and getting that little bit of surplus fuel we need for the push laps. New fastest lap for Carlos Sainz at 1:15.1. We are going to obliterate that.
Yeah, copy that.
So,
All right.
into the pit lane.
The in lap for Oscar.
Box.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Copy.
We've got the city score yet. Ah, they scraped through. Damn it.
Copy.
All right, into the pits then for Oscar. His final stop. Let's hope it's a quick one.
Oh,
There goes Charles Leclerc. .0, that's good enough. It's not blisteringly quick, but it's enough to move him up into 5th. See if he can hang on to that. And we're going to come out in 6th place. 7th place, just behind Porsche.
So this is P7.
And we are 18 seconds behind Leclerc, 15.5 seconds behind Verstappen. Leclerc needs to stop.
1.1 now. It's 19 laps to go, including this one.
And he may well stop this lap.
I'm in the pit.
All right, here we go for Kimi. He should theoretically be able to clear Porsche, but we shall see. 2.0 stop again. Slower than his first one. Leclerc is in.
sweet.
Oh, that's a good stop.
At the moment, currently P6.
Yeah, look at that. He goes 2nd. So Oscar's time gets bumped down to 6th. Antonelli's out in 4th, ahead of Oscar.
So Norris is the next car. Gap 3.5. Piastri behind.
Sargent's back up there again, look, in P5.
To go.
But Leclerc is going to be very quick on those softs. see. He is 19 and a half seconds behind Max. That might be a bit too much. But I mean, having said that, he's only 5 seconds behind us. So we'll see.
The tyre temperature should be in a
Lock
good
up
place.
for Sylvain
Now we're
Petit
just
in the
proceeding
second
through
Ferrari.
Turn 4. The wheels just lock up there, and hopefully there's not
Into
too
the gravel.
much damage to the
Keeps
tyres.
it going. That's something I'd like to see as well. Cars getting beached in the gravel. And now we sprint.
DRS.
Okay, maximum pace now.
And he's going to take off like a rocket ship here. What a half a second on Sargent through those through those last two corners. Got a new target time from Pierre Gasly, a 1:15.0. Get ready for a 1:13 minimum. Hopefully quicker than that. A 1:12, maybe even a high 1:11. Did not go purple in the first sector because we didn't have DRS, but the rest of the lap, that's going to be
It looks like a pit stop issue.
very, very quick.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Overtake available.
Copy.
It's a good lap. That's a good lap.
A 1:13.6. I thought we'd be quicker than that.
Yep.
Happy with temps.
Copy.
Yeah, copy.
Suggest increased LICO.
There you are, the fastest man on track.
1:13.1. That's a bit more representative of what I was expecting to see.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Copy. Copy.
Cool the car down and go for another run when we get a good DRS chance. So I might go at the end of this lap again with Antonelli.
Head. Gap ahead, 0.6. Keep your head down.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
This time we will have the DRS in the first sector.
guys, let's go.
Okay, good job. Ocon ahead.
Still not purple in the first sector.
Ocon ahead.
I don't think we're going to get it this lap. Yeah.
Now we'll be cooling the tyres.
Copy.
Overtake is available. Nice job. That's currently P2. Verstappen just ahead of yourself. Gap ahead 3.1.
Bottas to stop.
Oh, yeah. Someone's out.
Yeah.
Valtteri's out. This car's given up.
So Norris now behind him. Gap 0.4 to Norris.
Leclerc is pumping in some very quick times. He could make it onto the podium yet, you know.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Pack is low.
Copy.
Did I get it? Just got the DRS. That was tight.
Recharge on.
Copy. Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape. Copy.
Yeah, the podium race is hotting up. Gasly and Leclerc, and what, 6.5 seconds behind Oscar now, but the front five are all very close. I think we will have more than enough pace to break away once we get to the front. But it could be anybody from Verstappen, Ocon, Gasly, Leclerc, Norris
Got Norris
finishing third at this rate.
behind 0.4.
And Ocon's caught Max, so Ocon's going to get DRS now. Everyone coming back together again.
And we still need more.
Where am I in the championship? Oh, miles ahead in both championships.
Reminder for the recharge.
This time Antonelli is going to lose the DRS.
Charge the pack.
He's still quick enough to hold the position.
Overtake available.
And we're getting traffic as well. Ocon's through, and he's almost broken away from Max already. Look at this traffic.
Yeah, 0.7. And overtake is available. Flat on. Just show me what you got. More lift and coast for these PU temps.
Piastri lost the DRS, has lost a fair bit of time to Norris.
focus on recharge.
Copy.
Let's see
Meanwhile,
what pace you can do.
with top three nose to tail, Norris right there as well. It's getting a little cloudier overhead. That's going to help with tyre temps and engine temps. What's the track temperature now? Yeah, it's come down about a degree since the last time I checked.
Oh yeah, that would have been a crash if I didn't avoid him then.
Yeah, we saw that.
I am trying. Copy.
We need more management.
Copy.
It's getting very feisty here.
Copy.
So car ahead now is Ocon. Yeah, 0.3.
Be nice to get past.
Yeah.
Copy.
Lost the DRS, but I kind of almost deliberately did that to help Piastri get back into DRS.
We have overtake available.
Copy.
Let's hope I can get back in here. Might not. Nope. Down.
Next car behind is Piastri. Gap behind 0.7.
There we go, held off Norris.
Let's go flat out.
Use the tyre.
Use overtake.
Here.
Start to put that pressure back on.
Recharge on is good.
Copy.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Copy.
Copy.
And this will be Oscar moving up into fourth place.
Okay, use deploy.
Copy.
My biggest worry now is a collision
Nice work, Oscar.
in the front three,
Is 1.7.
either hitting Antonelli or colliding right in front of him, giving him nowhere to go.
All lifting coast.
Yep. Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Copy.
Let's give it everything now.
So Oscar, we can look after this time.
Yeah. Copy.
Right, we have to make a move.
Push and hold, overtake.
Copy.
So happy to push now. Five laps remaining when you cross the line.
And we're going to get them both. Lovely stuff. Antonelli's through. Max is fighting. Not going to let him take that place back. Piastri's well positioned now. Do something similar.
Pack is high.
Yeah.
And if we could just do a little bit more lift in case.
Recharge on.
Copy.
I think we dropped Max before the detection point. Yes, we did.
Use overtake.
Copy. Nice.
Good job. P3.
Antonelli's free and clear. Let's get Oscar through.
5 laps remaining.
Sweet. Well done.
Look how tight this is. You can ignore the Aston. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's Van Dorn. Yeah, it's Stoffel. He's lapped, but on freshener tyres, stay with them. This is the fight for the podium, and it's going to be a three-way fight. The others are too far back.
Recharge on.
And 1.1.
Oops.
Didn't mean to do that. And we have a 4-second gap now to Verstappen, who's losing time in this fight with Ocon, and Norris is there as well. They're doing 1:17s. Those breakaway laps we did have given us a nice healthy margin. It's up to the drivers to fight it out amongst themselves now. Hopefully they won't do anything stupid. Ocon gets ahead of Max. It's going to give Verstappen the DRS if Max doesn't get back in front. He has done.
1.1 now.
Ocon will have another crack at it down the main straight here with 3 laps to go.
3 to go.
We're now 5 seconds clear of the front of at the front. And Van Dorn is making a nuisance of himself. He is impeding Norris here. Meanwhile, the gap is still around about a second. It's so close. Hasn't been a comfortable victory. We have had to work hard for it by dint of that long first stint. As we get a yellow flag. And it's Stoffel, and that's finally going to get him out of the way of Max and Norris.
And nearly, just running wide. That won't do the floor of the car any
And that's
good
Leclerc,
at all.
just a couple of seconds back. He's just that little bit too far behind, I think. But he has suddenly put on a bit of speed, and with the front, well, I say the front three, with Ocon, Verstappen and Norris having been held up, fighting each other, and Van Dorn, all of a sudden Leclerc isn't too far away. As Oscar gets a DRS with 2 laps to go.
Copy.
This fight is going to go down to the wire again, just like it did last night. Max moves back ahead. There's Leclerc in the back of the shop. Van Dorn's caught back up again.
No hop done.
And now we have traffic in front of us. And that could potentially decide this race, depending on where we get to the traffic and how easily the drivers get through. DRS is open for Oscar. Antonelli has him covered. And if Antonelli can get DRS on the back of that Ferrari, he'll be safe, I think. Norris has got ahead of Ocon. Max has broken clear of the pair of them. Antonelli did get the DRS. And that saved him on the back straight, on the main straight.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
And I think that's it. I think Antonelli has enough of a margin now. Oscar might just get DRS off the back of the Haas. I don't think he's close enough. He is going to get DRS. He's not close enough. Antonelli gets past Sainz. That's 2 cars between him now with just 2 corners to go. Antonelli's going to get another win. Oscar's going to have to settle for second. Max is going to take third. Can Ocon hold off Norris? There's Leclerc. He suddenly appeared out of nowhere, but it's too late. He needed at least one more lap. It is third for Max Verstappen. Antonelli first, Piastri second. Ocon will take fourth ahead of Norris and Leclerc. And there is Gasly in 7th place. Strong recovery again from Charles Leclerc after a poor qualifying.
Lovely job.
Getting knocked out in 17th at the end of Q1, but it's another maximum 44 points for us. I don't think anyone took the fastest lap away from us. Nope, we still have it for now. Look how close Ocon's tyres were to a puncture. 25%, 27 on Leclerc's, 23 on Tsunoda's, 25 on Albon. I'm amazed we didn't see a puncture today. If the temperature had been hotter, I think we might have done. We have a yellow flag. Someone may have stopped. Yeah, I think Iwasa has run out of fuel. He has. But that is 3 wins from 4 races now for Kimi Antonelli.
Formula One's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
Incredible. That was a really well-deserved win. They got their race strategy absolutely spot on.
A great display of team spirit there, as everyone finally gets the chance to share this moment. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round out the weekend.
And with that, our time in Barcelona is done.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
So then confirmation of the final result. It is win number 3 for Kimi Antonelli, taking the fastest lap as well. So gets 8 points over his teammate today. Oscar in second. Max is third ahead of Ocon, then Norris. Leclerc up 11 places from a poor start to finish in 6th. Gasly in 7th. Decent result for him. Could have been better, but he got really badly held up in that first round of pit stops. Sargent, in the end, dropping down to 8th, but an excellent race nonetheless for him, picking up some valuable points there. I think his first points of the season. Joe gets a second Alpine in the points as well in 9th, and then it's RB getting the final point with Sonoda up 11 places for 10th. Then it's Porsche dropping down to 11th in the end, just beaten by 0.2 of a second across the line there. Albon in 12th, 13th for Stroll, 14th for Ricciardo. Not a great afternoon at all for Mercedes. He dropped 8 places after a surprise qualifying. Sainz in 15th, a lap down and 2 spins. Miserable afternoon for him. 16th is Perez, down 4 places. 17th, Van Dorn. 18th for Lawson. 19th for Iwasa. 20th for Mori. 21st for Sylvain Petit. And Valtteri Bottas retiring. So in the driver's standings, it's 205 points for Oscar Piastri now, and the gap has gone up by another 10. He's now 80 points clear of Charles Leclerc. Kimi Antonelli moves up 3 places into 3rd on 122 points now, just 3 points behind Charles Leclerc after just 4 races. He has been exceptional. 3 wins and a sprint. From 5 races, sorry. Then it's Max up 1 into 4th. Lando dropping down into 5th. George displaced down into 6th place now on 104 points. How low will he fall before the season end? Ocon in 7th is up to 86 points. He's still quite a way off. Gasly in 8th picks up 6 more points. So a good haul for Williams again today. Porsche, no points for him. He stays 9th on just 32 points. Then it's Sainz in 10th with 23. Joe up 2 points up to 21 in 11th. Then it's Albon in 5th with 15. Stroll with 12 ahead of Ricciardo, also with 12. Sonoda gets a point to take him into double figures. Jumps ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Stoffel in 17th. Sargent with his first points of the season up 1 into 18th. 19th is Iwasa, 20th for Lawson, Perez in 21st, 22nd for Mori, 23rd for Petit. Haas and Ferrari, the only teams and drivers to not score points so far this season. In the constructors, 431 points now for Brabham. We are more than double Red Bull's total. We pulled out 24 points more again today. So we have a 220 point lead over Red Bull. We have more of a gap than they have points in total. This is becoming a bit of a cakewalk. Williams, another 21 points to close the gap to Red Bull by 1 today. They're on 192, so they are just 19 points behind now. McLaren in 4th with 145. Big gap back to Mercedes in 5th on 35 points. Alpine get the gap down to just 10 with their 6 points today, thanks to Stroll and Zhou. RB gain 1 point from Yuki, but they drop down into 7th on 22 points. Aston 8th with 19. 9th is Sauber with 11. And then 10th Haas and 11th Ferrari, both on 0. Into the pit stops then, we did manage to hang on to 6th place with Oscar. Kimi got the quickest stop of the day, and I think that might even be the quickest stop of the season. It's very, very close as to whether anyone has actually been able to beat that time this season. Red Bull with a blistering stop for Leclerc at the end there, getting him 2nd place. Lawson in 3rd. That's huge points for Haas there. Ferrari's mechanics doing a great job again. Both cars in the top 10 in 4th and 10th. Gasly gets some points for Williams. McLaren gets some points with Porsche. RB get points with Stroll, and Red Bull pick up another 2 for Ocon as well. So standings look like this. Brabham top with 266 points, 115 clear of Red Bull. We pulled out another 13 on them today. McLaren in 3rd on 128. Then it's Ferrari up 1 into 4th, 3 points ahead of Mercedes. Haas in 6th on 69 points now. 15 clear of Williams, who also jump up a place above Alpine by 4 points. RB in 9th have 46. Aston 10th with 42. Sauber have just 1 single point so far this year. Now let's have a look. Quickest stop of the season was that stop for Kimi Antonelli. Brutal stop there. So fast. So fast. The first 1.8 second stop this year. Lovely stuff. And the other stops weren't too bad either. Look at that. 2 stops in the 2.0s, 1 in the 2.1. Our pit crew is becoming superb. Really pleased to see the progress we've made this season. Both drivers get their position bonus from the sponsors. So it's another 1.95 mil added to the bank. Let's head back to the factory. We have a spare front wing, and the next race, tomorrow's race, will be the 3rd sprint of the season as we head to the Styrian forests for Austria. Let's go into our inbox first of all, though. We've got 4 days to go. We're going to do all the housekeeping tonight so we can go straight in. Is that factory concerns? We've got to shut the factory down, having just shut down the wind tunnel. Seriously? Oh, my God. That's ridiculous. Both cars' front wings failed, so I'm glad we had that spare because we're going to need 2 of them. We've got a new ATR period, so we're going to do a new rear wing. Let's see, in the F2 results, another great result for Victor Martin. He's pumping in some good results this season. Gabriele Mini also getting a result there. Abby Pulling, our F3 protege, gets herself on the podium as well. Very nice. Pat Fry is out of contract at the end of this season. Did we already renew him? Or are we leaving that one open? No, we left it open. I guess we'll just renew his contract then. Let's do that now. Offer him a 4-season deal. Drop his salary down just a touch. There we go. Peter Pedromo still has a couple of years left. Aurelien Pallier still has a couple of years left. Let's get those front wings switched out. And the side pods are going to break possibly after the sprint. So we have that extra spare side pod. Let's get that rear wing project done. We're up to 8.3 mil, but we are saving up for a refurb. Sorry, a full upgrade on the wind tunnel. Let's get this design done. Pump all the hours into this. It's speed and DRS that are most affected on our car. So that will give a nice big boost to both. It's probably a little bit too much, actually. Yeah, we'll go with that. There we go. One engineer. When will this be ready? In the mid-season break. That's perfect. So we'll have a new rear wing for Zandvoort. There we go. Right, back to the inbox. Let's see what the hell's going on with our factory. 10 days. Luckily, we're not building anything at the moment. Hope that isn't going to affect our sponsor plan, though, because we've got 2 factory events going on this month. Yeah, we're not building anything, so that's fine. But let's say we have got sponsor funding going through 2 separate events in the factory. I hope that shutdown doesn't mean we fail our sponsor plan. That would be pretty disastrous. We've got 6.5 mil, and that's going to cost us 10 mil. Let's check elsewhere. 33 days away from hospitality being done. If that pops before our sponsor plan is done, that might save us, because that will boost our marketability up a bit more. Memorabilia is already maxed. Everything there is okay. Just checking with the board. Delighted with Barcelona, as they damn well should be. Another 1-2, another glorious result. We are on target for our season objectives. Let's take a look at the F2 and F3 overall driver standings. So Victor Martin is top of the F2 standings. A big haul of points for him this weekend. Moves him above for Aaron. Gabriele Mini, one of the drivers I'm looking at for Ferrari next season. Currently third. That's good. It's encouraging. Let's see. Hajar down in 9th place. Only a 76. He's not developing at all, is he? Bortoletto is in 10th. Still a 76 overall. Christian Mansell having an okay season in his first season in F2. Hasn't had much time with any real training this year. I think we switched him to development this season. So he isn't developing as quickly as we would have liked. But, I mean, he's doing okay. He's never going to get near a race seat, I don't think. Let's see. Jack Crawford had a good result, but that was his first points of the season. Wow. Took him a while. I am probably going to hire Jack Crawford for next season, an American rookie for Cadillac. In fact, you know, before we go, let's go to team branding. So this is the livery that I've got prepared for Cadillac. Just need to change the logo and the sponsors. Oops, not edit. There we go. There's my Cadillac logo. So there we go. That's what the car's going to look like for Cadillac next year. But the sponsors are going to probably change a little bit. I might have actually I think I've actually set them, look. Yeah. So that car is already set with sponsors ready to go for next season. So we've got a few different brands, ones that we haven't necessarily seen before, like the octopus there, the Octo logo. And then, have I got a race suit lined up yet? Can't remember. Yes, I have. And there we go. There's the Cadillac race suit with helmet design for next season. So that is what the team will look like when we sell it to Cadillac at the end of the year. I might possibly change the M box on the engine box just because it's quite bright, a little harder to see. Might put Cygen there, and put MMOX on the side on the rear wing. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe Complexity AI might move. I don't know. But yeah, that is the team as it stands for next season. That is what's going to be taking over from us as we move on to Ferrari. So the name of the team is going to change to Brabham Cadillac at the end over the summer break as they start their buyout process, and then it will become just Cadillac at the end of the season. Let's revert back to our proper no, that's my Lamborghini. There we go. And change the logo back. I think it was that one. And then change the driver suit back as well. There we go. So yeah, changes are coming. But we still have just over half a season to go before we say farewell to Brabham and move on to Ferrari. So that is where we're going to leave it for tonight. We will pick this up tomorrow for round 11 and sprint number 3. Can Kimi keep his 100% sprint record going? He won his first sprint in Miami. I think Oscar won the other sprint. Let's have a look. Did he win that sprint? Yes, he did. So Oscar won the first sprint in China. Antonelli won the sprint in Miami on his debut, and then the Grand Prix as well. And he's won 3 races from the 5 that he's taken part in. He hasn't finished off the podium yet this season. He is rapidly moving up that leaderboard and could yet be a threat for Oscar as the season progresses. Tomorrow could be key. He's got the chance to pull out another 9 points in total over Oscar, assuming it's a 1-2 in both the race and the sprint. If he wins the sprint, wins the race, and gets the fastest lap, that would be a 9-point gain on Oscar. We shall see how it all shakes out. I mean, it could end up being honours even, almost, between the two of them in some respects, depending on how the cars finish. We have not had any real reliability issues yet. We haven't had any nasty crashes. So there's always the spectre of that. What's the weather going to be? Oh, it's going to be wet. I think that's going to favour Antonelli. It is. Antonelli's got. No, he hasn't. No, it's going to favour Oscar. Oscar's got a 100 on adaptability against 86 for Antonelli. So if the weather stays stable, it'll be close. If the weather keeps fluctuating quite dramatically, then that will give a big advantage to Oscar. But we'll see how that shakes out tomorrow. Back at the usual time of 8 p.m. I hope you enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, please consider dropping a like. And if you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Make sure you get those notifications of when I go live. Until tomorrow, I will be back with more F1 Manager very soon.